The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
The system is broken. But at the end of the day, she'll be your first interpreter of laws, and you should come to her. If truly she believes you are violating the law, my view would be is she'd take it to the county attorney and the sheriff. Because I don't think you want your police chief arresting you, and you don't want her advising you or telling you that you're a criminal.
The problem is our county attorney.
Oh, sorry, I didn't remind you.
The problem is our county attorney just tells us if we do have a problem,
We'll call this meeting to order for the town of Quartzsite.
and they just said, oh, it's just political, and won't do anything.
Well, it depends. And I can tell you, I did look at some of your videos, and a lot of it is political. And so the challenge is you learn any lessons from tonight from Ken and me and from you discussing yourself is to rise above that. You weren't elected to have a political catfight here every night. And maybe that's what the county attorney's trying to tell you. But truly, if you truly believe, and maybe your town attorney believes there's been a violation of law and the county attorney won't respond, then go to the AG. And I grew up in Yuma, and years ago, and I've been working down in southern Yuma County, and DPS can come in too. So I mean, there are other offices that can help you, but don't be Chicken Little. I mean, let's try to clean up. Let's try to address your issues in-house first. And then I think those who might be the recipients of concerns about violations of law might be more receptive to stepping in and trying to help you. Yes, sir.
I'll throw one up there. You mentioned a few times about the $500 fine, and that was in violation of Robert.
No, I'll open meeting on. Robert's rules don't have.
Okay, you mentioned the fine.
Yes, sir.
Where does that, what is the violation is state statute, and?
Yeah. This was adopted about 3 years ago to give the open meeting law some teeth. Find it. 38-43107A. If the court determines, well, that's what they lose their job, even worse. For each violation, the court may impose a civil penalty not to exceed $500. But again, we've failed if you're getting that. If truly this council is being governed by trying to avoid a $500 penalty, then we've failed. The goal should be listening to their views and trying to implement them, and using your professional staff to help you. And the goal should be communication first.
If I can make another comment about your comments about when, and I think it was in reference to a 3-minute rule or whatever, that eventually law enforcement comes in, or the mayor, would turn to law enforcement to exclude that person from the meeting or whatever. And I guess it's just more of a comment or a point. And one is that there's certainly times, at least in our meetings, when there probably should be some interjection from the mayor or whoever is presiding the meeting, and it's not happening. And at some point in time, depending on the circumstances, I may eventually make that decision, or one of our other officers may make that decision when it becomes a matter of safety to the public, or where we may feel that there's going to be some sort of violence that could break out. So, we may step in somewhere along the line, but I certainly agree with you in the same manner that once I have to make that decision to do that, they fail, and it should never get to that position. I should not have to come up here and, interfere.
But I'm looking at the attendees of this meeting. They don't really scare me. I think you'd have to think long and hard before you stepped into the law enforcement and escorted them out. I do agree with you. You as law enforcement have the right to preserve public safety and order. But it doesn't look like the bottom line I'm getting out here.
You would have to be
These are the miles. But what the chief is saying, he does have a duty as a law enforcement officer to enforce the peace. But I think, again, if it comes to that, because now I work with the pool, there will be a lawsuit when it says the chief executive officer didn't do anything and you stepped in and threw me out. They're going to get you for false arrest and all the rest. Just so you know, it'll be lovely.
No, I'm only saying to a point where, and it's happened, actually, we just went to a trial and had some of those regard. But I guess my point of the matter is that if myself or any law enforcement officer feels that it's gotten to that point, I'm just saying then it's failed.
Yeah.
Because there's an obligation up here, to prevent things from getting to that point.
And I guess the point about the discussion you and I had, because at the end of the day, we have to honor democracy, and the voters voted these people into the positions they're in, and you have to allow them to discharge their duties and what they do. You ought to adopt procedures. I like the manager's suggestion to encourage that sort of conduct, and so that you can have a clear set of rules that can be applied. And I think you should give people the opportunity to implement and enforce those rules. Hopefully that occurs. If it doesn't, I'll turn to, I can't pronounce your last name, the council member there, and he would go down the censure at the next step, and maybe multiple censures. But if truly you as the chief truly believe that the activities at the podium could threaten a person's safety, I do agree that you probably have the right as law enforcement to step in. But I would hope we wouldn't get that far.
Exactly, and that was my point.
Okay, I got you. Do we have this calendar? Is it open call for public? There's a question. There was a question that they could speak, not my call. It's your guys' call.
Well, if anyone in the audience has a question, they're free to.
I'd like to ask the attorney a question.
All right.
A lot of times in our meetings,
No, we know it doesn't require you to say your name. I apologize. Good man. I like it. You know what the law says.
Dave Jurel, citizen, retired. A lot of times in our meetings, we've got people out here in this audience that are shouting point of order and screaming and yelling in the audience, and that shouldn't even be. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
That's my point. And one other point I got to say, this past week we've had some great meetings. I have to say it.
His point was, Robert's rules applies to you, not them. And so you have the right to question a point of order so that the chief executive of the meeting, the chairman of the meeting, can enforce the open meeting law and Robert's rules. Any other questions?
Okay, so if something's going on, like we've had some meetings, and the six of us are asking somebody to stop that's out there, and because the mayor will not let us, but let them stop, or to not, the mayor is having them to continue when the six of us are asking them to stop. We have no right to have them stop. If it's the six of us are asking them to stop.
That's a good question. Maybe that would be a good test of where we've been. If indeed a person was speaking, and one option would be, let's get these procedures out there. And I think you ought to have carefully drafted open calls to the public. I think the town attorney could say that if indeed someone, that just happened just now, if someone, and she tried and I didn't listen, I mean, I don't know if there was no call, this may have been a violation just now, I don't know if there was not an open call to the public. What you could say is that violates your meeting law, we can't continue. That would be one way it could happen. But to do that, you would have to then replace what you currently do in your agenda, where you allow a call to the public on every item. I truly, strongly suggest that you revisit that. I've done it. I mean, my governments have done that, and they found it wasn't conducive to an orderly meeting. But because the open meeting law doesn't require that. But to answer your question, if they're on a topic that's permitted, that's part of the jurisdiction, here's the question. They're here and they're trying to sell Burma shake that he was sold these days. That isn't part of the town's mission. I think it'd be violate the open meeting law. I think it'd be appropriate for the town attorney to say that violates the open meeting law, that the conversation needs to stop. And if truly the chair refuses to you violate the open meeting law. She, as the town attorney, has the duty to tell you. I'll be consistent here. I said very few times that she gets to speak. One time she can speak is violation of the open meeting law. And so, draft an agenda that accomplishes the procedures that the manager's describing. And if indeed there's a violation of the open meeting law, the voters elected, regardless of who it is, the mayor presides at the meeting, he or she gets to make the calls. And I'm sorry, that's the rules. But he or she has to follow the law. I discussed the idea about censure, that's an option. The other option would be to create a record that we're violating the open meeting law. That would be an option. Ending on a good one, huh? Any other questions? Well, thank you for your time. It was worth the drive down. They can do it. Well, I think we're out. I'm not sure it's permitted. Here, tell me I'm out of order.
Herman, you're out of order, sit down.
But once you have rules, you got to follow them. And if you don't follow them, you'll get sued. And that's why I came here about 12 years ago, because nobody was following the rules, and we were getting our pants sued off us. And the risk pool is only one of two insurance companies in the nation that provide coverage for land use, because it's a landmine. And but at the end of the day, the property owner's rights are supreme. Only narrowly can you, as elected officials, impose regulations. The regulations you're allowed to impose are targeted at public health and safety, to provide for a harmonious growth in your jurisdiction, to marshal the resources, to protect the groundwater, to protect the air, and to police up traffic. So, but I mean, that is a 2-minute version of an hour-and-a-half discussion. But at the end of the day, the laws are not that complicated. We're here to serve. I respect you. The challenge will be is to go from tonight and try to cause you and your constituents to rise to the level of participation.